Sanchi, a place almost synonymous with Buddhism, is situated in district Raisen at a distance of about 45 kilometers northeast of Bhopal, the capital of Madhya Pradesh. Though Sanchi is neither directly connected with events in the life of Lord Buddha, nor did Lord Buddha ever visited Sanchi, yet in the soothing stillness and tranquility on the hilltop of Sanchi, one could perceive the mesmerizing presence of Lord Buddha. Ever since Mauryan Emperor Ashoka embraced Buddhism and erected a magnificent stupa over the earlier relics in Sanchi, it soon became a seat of Buddhism. Though Emperor Ashoka is known to have built numerous stupas in various parts of the country, but the great stupa at Sanchi surpasses them all. Sanchi flourished from 3rd century BC to 12th century AD under the generous patron of lay devotees and royal personage. This great stupa of Ashokan period was vandalized sometime in the 2nd century BC, but was subsequently being repaired and expanded during the Sunga period. In addition to renovation of the great stupa, the Sungas have constructed the stupa number 2 and stupa number 3, as well as other religious buildings. Stupa 1 is the largest among the stupas at Sanchi, measuring 36.68 meters in diameter and 16.46 meters in height, excluding the railing and the chhatra, which is within a square harmika at the top. Encircling the great stupa is a railing with 4 exquisitely carved gateways or toranas, each facing one of the 4 cardinal directions of the stupa. However, in the Gupta period, 4 Buddha images were installed against the Medhi of the stupa. It is believed that these gateways were erected during the Satvahana period, sometime around 1st century BC. Due to Hinayana influence, scenes from the life of Buddha were depicted symbolically as described in the Jataka tales such as the horse Kanthaka, on which he left his father's home, his footprints and canopy under the Bodhi tree where he attained enlightenment. These scenes are integrated with everyday events that would be familiar to the onlookers and so make it easier for them to understand the Buddhist creed as relevant to their lives. The Eastern Gateway explicates the scene from Buddha's life where the young Gautam Buddha leaves his father's palace in search of enlightenment known as Mahabhiniskramana in Buddhist creed. The 7 incarnations of Buddha is explained on the Western Gateway, while the birth of custodian of Buddhism, Gautam, is depicted on the Southern Gateway. The Northern Gateway, on the other hand, annotates the miracles that have been affiliated with Lord Buddha, described in the Jataka tales. The stupa number 2 is situated on the western slope of the hill, having at present only its hemispherical dome and ground railing with 2 fine entrances. The crowning members, berm and stairway balustrades are missing here. Based on paleographic records on the railing and style of bas-reliefs, the construction is assigned to the last quarter of the 2nd century BC. The inscription on the stone relic casket found within a relic chamber records that it contained mortal remains of 10 Buddhist teachers. The Stupa number 3 is situated 45 meters northeast of Stupa number 1 with its flight of steps, terrace with railing and umbrella on the top was erected in the 2nd century BC. The stupa is 15 meters in diameter and 8.23 meters high excluding the umbrella. As per the inscription engraved on the lid of the casket found therein, the relics belong to Sariputasa and Mahamoggallānasa, the 2 foremost disciples of Buddha. Besides, the remains of other smaller stupas, monasteries, temples and monolithic pillars erected as memorials in the complex. Among them, a stone pillar built by Ashoka near southern gateway of Stupa number 1 is an outstanding one. Its magnificent line capital is now preserved in the site museum at Sanchi. Another pillar with a standing figure of Vajrapani is unique, having 12 pairs of evenly distributed holes around the edge to receive a metallic halo. Among several ancient structures at Sanchi, the most important include an apsidal Chaitya Hall, Temple 40, dated 3rd-2nd century BC. Temple number 17 is modest in size, comprising a flat-roofed square sanctum with pillared portico, is the best preserved example of Gupta period. Furthermore, Sanchi also preserves the remains of several monasteries on the top of the hill. Each monastery comprises a central courtyard surrounded by cells. Nonetheless, monastery number 51 is the most impressive structure among all the remains unearthed here. With the decline of Buddhism in India, Sanchi too remained deserted and uncared since 14th century AD, until General Taylor rediscovered the site in 1818. However, the real credit goes to Sir John Marshall, who from 1912 to 1919 explored, excavated and conserved the monuments in Sanchi, and later also established an archaeological museum in 1919, which was later transformed into the present site museum at Sanchi. In view of its grand artistic excellence and Buddhist ethos, Sanchi has gained a pride place as a monument of universal importance and has been inscribed in the World Heritage List since 1989 for the world to be reckoned with.